A Better Clean based in Salt Lake City. Fast, free, in-home quotes done by experienced professionals with uncompromised quality. We take pride in the service we provide. We have products safe and eco-friendly. We exceed every expectation, so give us a call today.
Owning a home is the American dream. I love my job because I get to help people buy, sell, and improve that American dream. Follow me this week as we explore exciting new trends in Utah's real estate. So Rick, I understand there's been some major change in Park City. And so Vail, who's been operating the canyons, does purchase Park City Resort. And so now they're combining them all together, right?
Correct. The resort has been combined, and with Vail here in town, it's just a game changer. Vail is marketing to an entirely different area of the country, internationally, and we're seeing more and more visitors coming into town. With that, we're seeing more and more demand for higher end product, particularly here in the canyons.
Yeah, and so there's a bunch of new projects going on, and there's one specific that I want to know about. It's this Apex. Tell me about this.
So Apex is the first of the new projects. There's a plan that was set forth in 1999 for the entire village area of the canyons. Apex is the first project. It's at the very height or top part of the canyons overlooking the village area. 10-acre parcel, 63 townhomes, direct ski in, ski out to each and every door of the 63 townhomes. It's the best parcel in the canyons. It's just a fabulous project.
This is going to be really amazing then.
It's going to be just a fabulous product. What we're seeing these days, or with the new buyer buying product in the Park City area, they want new product, they want amenities, and of course they want wonderful ski access. Apex brings all that into play. Our clubhouse is a 5,800 square foot clubhouse that all owners and their guests will be able to have access to. We have a pool, fitness, concierge area. It'll be managed by Vail Hospitality, so we're very pleased about that. And the clubhouse will just be a wonderful area where people can relax, get to know their other owners, and we'll have après ski there at the end of the ski day.
That's awesome. And so if somebody wanted more information, where would they go?
So our sales center is off-site now. Because of our construction going on, we had to move down to the lower village area. So we are next to the Waldorf Astoria in the Frostwood area of Canyons Village. Our website is apexparkcity.com. We have floor plans, we have a fly-through, we've got a lot of great information, and also more information on how to get in touch with us.
So I thought it'd be a great time to go look at some St. George property, and there's nothing beautiful than a house with a view. And I've got one of the pros down there. I've got Bob Norton. So Bob, tell me a little bit about this beautiful home you guys built.
Well, this was our 2016 Parade of Homes home, and we built this home as a spec to maximize the views. And it's 8,800 square feet, and our biggest desire and goal was to make this home as beautiful, taking in as much of the St. George views as possible, as you can see.
Yeah.
And we tried to also bring in the trends and the styles that are really with what the market wants right now.
Yeah, it's spectacular. So tell me a little bit about this subdivision. Where is this situated?
This is in Stone Cliff. And Stone Cliff is known in southern Utah as one of the premier subdivisions. It's gated. They have a fantastic common area with pools and different amenities, and a 24-hour guarded gate subdivision. And it's also really built on a hill to where most of the homes have views of southern Utah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So stepping into the inside, it's just a really bright, just spectacular look. Tell me what you guys had in mind as you finish this out.
Well, one of my favorite features in this living room is, of course, I love the ceiling height, and we love the openness. We try to just get as many windows as you could right there to see the different views, and we also that fireplace, that granite that you see right there, that was one of my favorite features of just how well that granite came out.
Yeah, so heading into here into
of course, is the great room and the kitchen area. We wanted it to all be an open, comfortable living area where you didn't feel like you were too cramped in with walls.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about this kitchen and what you guys had in mind here.
Oh, we just wanted it to just be spectacular. Painted cabinets, light wood floors. That hood is just, it's hard to even appreciate that hood unless you're in person. And we wanted to go a transitional style where it wasn't overly traditional and not too contemporary. We put top of the line appliances in there and really wanted to make it just a very functional, open kitchen and still feel like it was light and bright and airy.
Yeah, one of the things I like about it is it still has those views. It's kind of tucked back in there, but it still looks out over there. And there you are, walking out onto the deck. It's just a spectacular area.
And you see those views from, when you first get that video, it's a little hard to see that, but you see all those views as you walk in, and it really just takes your breath away.
Yeah, so headed here into the master bedroom, looks like you guys took advantage of the views again, right?
We did, and this was a lot of fun. As we were trying to design the home, we wanted you to be able to see those views, but still have a fireplace wall, and so we really wanted to make it have the best of both worlds, and make it just a really comfortable room, but also where you have a sitting area and you have that great looking piece of granite around the fireplace and take in all those views. Of course, that kind of followed through there with the bathroom, and we if you can imagine sitting in the tub and looking out that big window, we kind of joke about that. We had 30,000 people come through with the parade at homes, and you'll see here that one of the questions that we got asked a lot was, do you realize that there's a big window right here in your shower?
Yeah, but I guess if you put a little tint on, like a one-way tint, that wouldn't make any big deal at all, right?
Absolutely. We're just waiting for, basically for the right buyer. We would definitely tint that.
Yeah. So it looks like you have a beautiful laundry room here.
Yes, and we went all marble, and we wanted to make that laundry room close to the master. And this is one of the guest suites, and of course that's the office.
Yeah, beautiful.
All maximizing views. We wanted to have views ideally in every bedroom.
So this is going to be down theoretically in the lower level, but it's really not even a basement because it'd open right up to the back, right?
That was our goal. We wanted to call it a lower level instead of a basement. We wanted those tall ceilings. We wanted it to be bright. We wanted it to be open and really feel like it was an upper level living. And you could see that with all the windows that we tried to install, that we really were able to accomplish that.
Okay, so this one looks furnished now. Are you going to sell it furnished, or is it going to be?
Correct.
Oh, really?
It's sold furnished.
And so what kind of price are we talking about on this house?
We're asking $3.25 million. It's over 8,800 square feet, and obviously with the level of quality, we feel pretty confident that the right person will appreciate really all the different levels of craftsmanship that were put in that home.
Yeah, that seems like a real spectacular value. I mean, that lot alone must be really expensive. So Bob, this is a beautiful, beautiful home here. If somebody wanted to contact you, how would they reach you?
Well, they could contact me through my website, which is www.nortonluxury.com, or they can also call me on my cell phone, which is 435-216-6698.
Time. You don't have time, but we do. We are someone who you can call in to lend a hand. We are someone who cares for your family just as much as you do. We are Helping Hands Moving and Maids. And we will always be there to lend you a helping hand.
Claimed home warranty gives you peace of mind knowing that the major systems and appliances in your home are covered against unexpected breakage and costly repairs. So you can enjoy what you love doing because our coverage options and easy process take the hassle out of finding quality contractors. When your covered items break and you need service fast, a claimed home warranty is here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. For a free, no-hassle quote, go online to acclaimedhw.com.
So Clay, these grant programs are always really popular, but they're always changing. Is there anything going on right now? You can get free money?
Yes, you know, it's interesting because there's the Utah Housing. We've talked about that. It's a great program that we have.
It's been around for a little while.
Yeah, it's here in Utah. You get a first and a second mortgage. Literally, you get into a home with little to no down payment whatsoever. Sometimes you can even fund some of the finance costs associated with that. The good thing is at Castle and Cook Mortgage, we actually have a true gift or grant program that's available to us now, where we can get somebody into a home with that 96.5% loan, 3.5% down payment, and the 3.5% down is literally granted or gifted to them.
It's basically just free money.
It's instant equity, Jay.
And so all they have to do, how they get that is they just have to stay in the house for how long is it?
So on that particular one, on the true gift, it is just a 1-year time period.
So they have to stay, basically they close on the house, have to stay in a year, and that money's free.
That's right. That's right. So that is a true instant equity. It's a true gift.
And this is put together by the government to kind of support home buying, right?
Yeah.
To help people out with that down payment.
That's right. It's to help people out so they can get into a home, and because home ownership, we always know, improves neighborhoods. It stimulates the economy. It just helps across the board. So this is one where there's actually just some funds that are allocated that is given to that person. Now there's another one that sometimes that may not quite work, but we can do what's called a silent second. And that's where there is a second lien associated with that, but there's 0 interest and 0 payments. So the person has no payment on that 3.5% down payment, keeps their payment lower, makes the home a lot more affordable.
That's incredible.
It is.
And so can you ever get your family, but what if somebody can't quite qualify? Can they do something like a cosigner or something like that?
You know, that is the really unique thing about this one, is it allows for what we call non-owner occupied co-borrowers.
Really?
Yeah.
And so basically your family could co-sign on, and they don't even have to live inside the property.
That's right. That's right. Mom and dad can say, hey,
so you can get buying power.
Yes. So, you know, son or daughter may not have quite enough money to qualify, or they have some student loans, or just kicking them out of that range of qualifying. Mom or dad can come in, a non-occupant co-borrower, and say, we're going to help you qualify. They'll look at their income. They'll combine the debts and the income, but usually the parents have a little more income and less debt. So it makes it so they can qualify for that home where they wouldn't be able to any other way.
I love it. Free money.
It is. It is. Yep.
Clay, take a look at this one.
Oh, I love those views. Look at that.
So we're going to be right out in Eagle Mountain, and Eagle Mountain is known as got some of the best views of the whole state because it overlooks Utah Lake and now over Mount Timpanogos, right?
Yeah, and that's one of the best mountains. It always has this majestic feel to it, but this is just perched perfectly how they positioned this home right here.
Yeah, take a look at the way he settled this on the lot. Now, normally when you're in a corner, you either face one direction or the other direction, but he worked with the city and got them to plan and let him put it on this lot just beautifully so that garage comes in perfectly off the side. But then you've also got off the back of your house as you're inside looking out. You look over Utah Lake off to the side, and on the front of the house, he's got a nice little sitting area that sits and looks over the lake.
Well, and it gives it eye-popping curb appeal from both angles. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Both those streets.
Yeah.
The way they position that.
Yeah, and he's kind of up on this little hill, kind of on top of the other houses, looking over those beautiful views.
That's why I said perched. It's just kind of like, it's just perfect right there. I love it.
Yeah, and so we're heading now into this beautiful kitchen. Of course, they did some really nice woodwork in here. Some solid surface countertops with a nice beveled edge, a huge pantry. pantry in here, and you can see all that light coming in. There's a ton of light.
Yeah, they did a great job paying attention to the detail and the color blend in here. You can tell it's a nice big pantry.
Yeah.
You know, and my wife loves those, of course.
The pantries have become real popular in the last little bit. That's
They
something
have.
that buyers come in, they want a big pantry. They're one of the top things on your list.
You're right.
Yeah, and so they're taking a look at some of the detail work on that nice beveled edge on that countertop. So looking out here, this is going to be in kind of the great room off the other side. That fireplace, I used to have that same.
We did too, that nice stonework
Yeah,
there. Yes.
that's real popular around here.
Yep.
It never lets you down, I guess.
Gives it a nice rustic but classy appeal at
Yeah.
the same time.
Looking out those windows, normally you'd be able to see out over the lake, which is beautiful. It perfectly just looks over this kind of open area out there, just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
So in this house, we're going to be looking at is 3176 square feet. It has 4 finished bedrooms right now with 2 full and 1 half bath. The basement's about 20% finished down there. They've got, you know, the framing in. They've got a bunch of electrical in there, but you could fit another bedroom, and then it's got like another great room down there for like a family area.
Right, yeah, plenty of room for expansion in there.
And it's a walkout too out the back, which is great.
Nice.
And so plenty of light down here.
I noticed that on the aerial shot too. That had that walkout basement, and that gives it much more of a main level feel when you have that. Very desirable feature on that.
That's going to be your view from upstairs there. We're kind of looking around into a couple different bedrooms here. This is the master bedroom right here, going into the master bath. Again, this is going to have just spectacular views and laid out really well.
I like how they put that rock touch around the tub. They did some great molding in this property, in the bathroom, throughout the entryways. Great granite countertops in here as well.
Yeah, so it was built in 2012. It's on 0.23 acres, and it looks just like it's brand new. It's got a little office as you enter in off the front, and it's got, of course, that great room in the back, and cute little bedrooms. I mean, it's just a darling little home.
It has so much potential for so many different possibilities from a family perspective.
Yeah.
You know?
And I don't think we're going to take a look at the garage, but the garage is massive. It's an over 2-car garage, and it's got a workbench out there, and it's got a bunch of storage. And of course, you can't deny the views off of the back of this deck, right?
I mean, every angle, you really have just these great views. The mountains, again, you're looking over the top of everything. You don't have your views obstructed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on top of everything. And as we come out to the outside here, we're going to take a look at a couple more aerial shots, because right across the street from this one is an open area, and this is where it's BLM land. And it's not going to be developed, and so you're right here inside the subdivision, but you're right across the street. If you have a four-wheeler or you got motorcycles or something like that, you can just go right across the street.
Bicycles, for that matter.
Yeah.
You know, when I was a kid, we'd find little areas like that. One of my friends had a property like that, and his dad built a little BMX track out there. That was the attraction. It was the funnest thing to go out there and just jump and ride the little trails that were out there.
Yeah, we had that same sort of thing. We had all these mountains behind our house, and so take a look on the back side. Tons of just area, just go up on those mountains and just ride and just enjoy as a family, which is great. Now, one of the cool things about Eagle Mountain is, of course, there's some really creative financing out there, right?
It's unbelievable, and really along the Wasatch Front, it's one of the only areas that offers that. And it's a USDA rural housing loan that's available. Now, they just made some big changes to this, Jay. And the bottom line is, this is probably the most attractive loan that's out there. They dramatically reduced the mortgage insurance on this, and the interest rate's comparable to a lot of the other government loans. So you get into this home for 0 down and a very, very low monthly payment, for the person that wants to do that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And because all that tech industry growing out there, it's got all the freeways going out there, this is now very, very appealing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's great, and you have so many different finance options that are available for that.
Want to sell your home faster and for more money? Add full motion video with Utah's premier realtor and get that tour added to TV, the MLS, and over 10,000 different websites.
And the best part is, it doesn't cost anything more than working with a regular realtor. And anyone that buys or sells with me gets a complimentary moving package from Helping Hands Movers and Maids. So be sure to tune into Real Estate Essentials every Sunday afternoon at 4:30, only on ABC4. Good for Utah.
We were looking for a new home. Some were too big, some were too small, some were just wrong. Then, wow, we were in our dream home.
Then the hard part started. All this paperwork.
Luckily, we had Steve, a loan officer from Castle & Cook Mortgage, on our side. Even though he's done this 1,000 times, he knew we hadn't. He took care of everything, and fast, so we could focus on the things that really matter, like enjoying our new home. Castle & Cook Mortgage, the key to your castle.
Well, we've been thinking about it, and we're just not sure.
I understand.
We've never sold a house before.
I'll walk you guys through every step.
So if we sell, do you think we can swing it?
Well, I have the numbers right here, and based on the comps that I found, the timing is perfect. There are a lot of buyers for a house like yours.
It's good to know.
I'm so excited.
Okay, Whitney, for this one, this is a special type of home. We don't see this all the time. This is a classic Georgian, like plantation style house. And how you can tell by that is when you go up to the front of a Georgian home, it should look exactly the same on the left-hand side as it is on the right. And you're gonna notice the grounds on this thing are absolutely beautiful. It sits, as you're looking at right here, there's about 2.5 acres from the trees on either side. But you're gonna notice to the right of those trees at the top of the screen there, there's another large parcel up there, and that's almost another 2.5 acres. And that's an option that the seller may sell that with this house for a little bit more money. Okay, but you'll notice that stream that wraps around it, comes in through the bottom and wraps around and literally kind of goes in and out of this property, which is really cool. And there's that classic plantation Georgian. I mean, you're walking up to the front of this house and you'll notice the gentleman that built this home this is his own personal home, and he's a builder. And so you'll notice you walk up to the front of this thing. I mean, you could be cast back in time. You're going right back south there, right?
Right, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, and so he specializes in very, very high-end custom homes, and they really built this to be, true to form. He kept it right along those huge ceilings as you walk in, and beautiful kitchen that you can walk right into. But you'll notice at the front door, as you walk up to the front door, you can't see back into the kitchen. You can see where it is, but it's perfectly situated, so you're not seeing in. So if you haven't done your dishes, somebody comes to the front door, this is really nice. And from the front door, you can look all the way into the backyard. Of course, there's no neighbors to the back, and so you look out these beautiful windows out the back, and it just goes forever.
It's great. It really is a great floor plan too.
Yeah, they carried the brick from the outside. They brought that into the kitchen. You notice in that black back there?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, so they did a really nice, which are real popular cabinets. That white, which is in, of course, those dark countertops, which is really in. But this almost throws back perfectly to the, kind of this style of home. This would have been very similar to really what they would have been building back at the turn of the century in an old plantation home.
Right. And the cabinetry in this kitchen is just beautiful.
Yeah, he spared no expense. As I walked through this house, I was really, really impressed. You can always tell in a builder's home because all the details are perfect. Because all the subs that work for him in all his personal homes, they're very close paying attention because, of course, they want to make it right for the builder that they work for, right?
Right.
So this is going to be right off of that kind of main area, and this is going to be your area to do all your laundry and fold all your clothes and stuff. Also on the main floor, of course, is the master, and they did, of course, some real nice ceiling treatments in here.
Right.
And they've got a room, interesting on this house. They've got a room that's off to the side. It's a small little room, and it's designed for infants. But it's also made that you can actually knock that wall out and make it into a huge closet.
Okay.
And it's a little bit of a flex room right now. So as you go into the master bath here, as you go down towards the closet, you can actually knock that whole wall out, and now you've got a whole room that in the future you could knock out into have some massive closet, which is really popular, right? And this is that room right here on the other side of where those doors are. That's what you would knock out and go right into a huge closet.
That's incredible. Can you imagine having all that closet space?
Yeah, and they've got a decent sized closet now, but the design was, this is where we're going to put the kids, while they're infants, so we can be close to them right off the master. But then in the future, we'll knock that out and make it into a huge closet. headed upstairs, you're going to notice they did some real nice railings, and it, you know, walks across, which is just like the way you'd see it in one of these plantation style homes.
It's beautiful.
So we're heading in here. This is going to be their a little bit of a home theater, kind of a family entertaining area. This is going to be looking into some of the bedrooms that are upstairs. They did some really cool colors and styles. On this home, we're going to be looking at just under 6,000 square feet. It's got 7 bedrooms, 4 full baths, and 1 half bath. The basement is completely finished, and that's what we've gone down into here, and there's plenty of space galore.
Right, and I love the little kitchenette. It's almost a second kitchen, but just missing a dishwasher, I think.
Yeah, but it's all set up right down there, so if you want to entertain, watch the party down in the basement. Lots of rooms, as you can tell. That one back there it's actually not even considered a bedroom because it doesn't have any windows. Now stepping outside here, this again is that Georgian beautiful style, and it's for where you're out in Smithfield. You're getting the best of those beautiful views. You're away from everybody. This is some cool little space that they made for their kids. And just Smithfield, if you want to live in Smithfield, this is a house you're going to absolutely love, and this is one that's going to appreciate and be a really good purchase.
Protecting your home means protecting your single largest financial investment. That's why when you buy a home, you buy owner's title insurance to protect your home ownership. Purchasing owner's title insurance will ensure your home ownership rights are protected against unexpected claims such as liens, a forged deed, encroachments, and other situations covered by the policy. For a one-time fee paid at closing, coverage lasts for as long as you own your home. Who can you count on for that protection? Since 1953, North American Title has built a strong reputation for personal service and financial strength. Our associates work with you, your lender, and your real estate agent to make sure you close on schedule. And we issue the title insurance that'll be there to protect your home ownership through the years. Call North American Title at 801-566-3066 or go to www.nat.com/Utah Protect to learn how to order owner's title insurance for your new home.